We're going to go to the nature walk first.
Yeah, nature walk.
It sounds so peaceful.
Oh my god. Do we
Alright,
have peaceful
Buck.
music for it?
I have birds playing right now. You not
Yeah,
hear?
This is peaceful. I hear it. Yeah, I like this. This
I
is,
hear it.
This is
Okay, just ignore me then, it's probably just me.
Okay.
This is nice.
Yeah, sometimes music stops for people. It's dumb. All right, Buckthorn. The round trip is about 3 to 4 miles. It's not too bad. It's a nice trail over sloping hills with nice green moss growing on ancient trees. There are birds flying in the air. Just let me know if you'd like to do something.
Not really. No,
Not really.
I'm good.
I'm gonna enjoy the
I'm just
nice
keep walking
peaceful
slowly.
breeze. Oh yes. You notice some nice, pretty wildflowers as you continue walking.
I'm gonna start like flying.
Okay,
slowly,
like
still at walking pace.
just like flying, just kind of hovering above the trail, basically.
Yeah.
All right, you've been walking for a couple hours. The rest of the party's probably at Catorce Vineyard by now. But you come across a beautiful, pristine waterfall. Oop, there you are. You have free movement,
All right.
and knowledge checks are free.
No, this is too calm. I won't need knowledge checks. I'm gonna go up on this bridge here.
Okay, it's a nice little arch bridge overlooking the lake below. There is a 3-tiered waterfall that cascades gently. You feel at peace.
Okay, I'll end my turn.
Okay, we'll come back to you later, Buckthorn.
what a peaceful switch. Jeez.
Yeah, Jason, I figured you'd appreciate Rage's playstyle.
It's just too peaceful. How could you not?
He like really likes combat, but then he also likes to really just goof off and do stuff that I would probably do.
All right.
For the record, we're not at the Catorce Vineyard just yet.
Oh, very sorry. Very sorry.
We are on the path to
Yes.
Catorce family.
Very sorry. We'll go ahead and we'll look at the map too, so you guys are about at the midway point between Valhalla Inn and the Catorce Vineyard. Is there anything in particular you would like to do at this crossroads?
As we're walking, I just want to look around and make sure there's not any presence of guards or anybody that are particularly close by.
I mean, you see guards as you walk along the road. They're about like every 100 yards or so. There's a guard standing post, but I mean, where you are right now, there's not.
I want to specifically point out that I have my arm wrapped really well, and
Yes.
the way I'm walking is like super cheesy, like Leave It to Beaver style, just like
It's like the dancing trees and everything's dancing with him. while he's walking.
What's the in between amount of time before our next shift of guards you would say would pass by?
Ooh, are you asking me?
Yes. Like
Streetwise.
as we're noticing. Okay, I'll do a streetwise. check.
Streetwise or history?
This is exciting.
should I assist you
Um,
with Streetwise?
Yes, you can.
There we go. I have not been paying attention to the guards at all.
You're pretty sure they change every 30 minutes, Roxy. Or Odd, rather.
You mean those lions?
Those lions change post every 30 minutes.
Ah, shit. I've got to roleplay it. I feel pretty safe then to have this conversation, although I do want to wrap it up literally within about 5 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
I
It
will-
doesn't change your mannerism. You're fine.
I
You
will
just
kind
don't
of-
know when the guards change shifts. basically.
Right. I'll kind of walk ahead of the party and turn around and tell everyone, just kind of hold up a hand for everybody to stop. And I just want to tell everyone that I'm very proud of all of you and your teamwork together. And I'll walk over to Reeve and put a hand on his arm, his good arm,
He's good.
and
So my shadow arm got it.
tell him, Reeve, I must apologize to you. I had some time to think over what we talked about. And what I
how
for-
you were a guy? That was pretty shocking.
Well, sure, yes, but not that particular conversation. What I wanted to apologize to you about was forgetting to put myself in your shoes. You see, I was blaming you for acting within your nature. If I was in your shoes, and I knew that I could get a fortune of cash, nothing would stand in my way either. Also, I must be honest to myself. We cannot deal with this situation the same way as that old curmudgeonly man. You are far too strong for that. I'll kind of poke him a little bit when I say that.
Amron, I think, is the only one that knows that Roxy was the one that actually killed Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
either way, even if it was both of us together.
Yeah.
And Reeve liking to not necessarily go with it until he hears a full plan, and being his typical not serious self, immediately is just like, but I wear a size 14 and you wear like a size 11. I don't think you can fit in my shoes.
He's just dad joking, Vod.
Today, I'm afraid I have to tell all of you, is going to go very boring, because everything is going to work out. You see, where each and every one of you excel at combat, I excel in diplomacy. Dialogue with man to man, exchanging of ideas, and getting things taken care of.
Oh, I like it.
Here,
I want to pull out some dice and be like, or just do this.
here is my plan. First off, I need each and every one of you to trust me. Can I get that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Reeve?
no, we've possibly gotten to know each other too well already.
You
And
see,
Quinn.
Reeve,
Quinn's also here.
Yes, I'm here.
When you totally didn't hear that.
Quinn, do you trust me?
After last night, I trust all of you.
This is like fucking Aladdin over here. Do you
Very
trust
good.
me?
I can show you the world.
Reeve, you see, if we want to get this done, A, getting you the money, as well as B, satiating whatever that is on the other half of you, which, as far as I know, is the old Reeve, then we'll need to make things go peacefully, which I will make happen.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I just want my money.
Good. How close is Amron and Quinn to Reeve?
Amron's always 2 squares away from Reeve.
At all times.
I will tell them. I will
range.
tell them both to step back even a little bit further. And I'll
Okay.
tell Reeve, unwrap your arm for me.
It's getting kinky. Okay. And he unwraps it.
All right. I will. How do I want to do this?
This is so cool.
I will actually try and take it by the palm.
Oh, like Reeve's arm? The
Yes.
scary one?
The scary
Obvious.
one.
All right. What do you mean take it by the palm?
Just as to kind of gently touch it as I'm about to continue the dialogue.
You can do that just fine, but Reeve, I'll need an endurance check.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh man. What was my endurance again? Shit. Oh yeah, I'm right.
Oh,
Yeah. It seems placated by Roxy and calms down for a moment to allow him to hold it.
I am going to fixate myself on his arm and tell it I am directly speaking to the other Reeve.
Oh.
I need you.
Give me a Arcana, religion, history. Actually, any base intelligence or base charisma check.
Any
work.
base charisma check?
Yeah.
Bluff
yeah.
it is.
Oh, buddy. This is where This is where VOD operates. 26.
Oh.
And what is it? Is that just base charisma?
That's. Oh, you mean base charisma? Like, what would that be?
No,
What
you
do you
can
mean?
do
Well, no. I mean, what check are you making?
Oh, this is just a diplomacy check.
Okay. You hear no reply, but the hand remains placated and
Okay.
receptive to what you're saying. You can tell it's listening to you.
I am a friend of this Reeve here that you're attached to.
It kind of like twitches and kind of contorts angrily.
Let me just tell you something. I can tell from what Reeve and Amron have said that you care deeply about your family. Specifically, your mother, or grandmother.
Actually, you feel a little bit of disdain come from it.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit of disdain. There's not like pure hatred, but you can tell that maybe there was some sort of falling out between the two of them.
And I kind of want to like lean over to him and I want to be like, well, I told you I was making it happy trying to rob this lady.
I will.
It bolts violently at that, though.
I will stare at Reeve. If we're going to get this done, I'm going to need you to cooperate together in this.
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up for like 2 seconds, okay?
You already got your hands on mine. What else we got?
I'll look back at the hand and I'll say, well then, clearly you find your inheritance very important to you.
You get a very strong reaction to that. A very strong positive reaction to that.
However, in your situation, you're going to have to deal with the fact that you are attached to this man. Now, you might think that you are very different from him, but as of last night, you were nearly a murderer, just as he more than likely murdered yourself. So, I don't see how you two are so different. Let me just tell you that... Okay, diplomacy check?
Diplomacy.
32.
Yeah. Yep, he's listening. Very, very closely.
We are going to go and placate your grandmother, whoever else is there. I wouldn't know about the butler. Whoever else
you
is
just say
there.
grandmother.
Into signing the will. In doing so, if you two can agree to work together, we can get this inheritance for the both of you. Because if you start working together, perhaps you can find a mutual agreement in living in one body.
I kind of lean into the arm also, and I'm like, I mean, really, I'm just living like you did. Because I literally took his job as a sellsword and
That's true.
gambler and running around.
Reeve, you will receive a +10 bonus to all further endurance checks from this point onward.
Wow.
I want to shake my own hand, by the way.
He allows you to do this. However, those of you that are more inclined to magic and the occult and that sort of thing is, while the spirit of the old Reeve is inhabiting this arm, it's still a wild spirit, and even though it's trying to cooperate with you, it's possible that it will still have outbreaks at certain times, unable to control its own nature. But you feel fairly confident that it will go along for the ride for the time being.
Yeah, Vaught expected that to turn out a whole lot worse than it did, so...
Wow, yeah.
That was pretty solid.
With the outset of the plan set, I will allow Reeve to wrap his arm back up.
All right. I think the one big benefit there is the fact that he wasn't really much of a nice guy either, so that's actually helpful. He doesn't really care that we're robbing his mom.
Yeah. You got the distinct impression he doesn't give a shit about his mom. He wants the money.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow.
All right,
But before now, he didn't want Reeve to have the money. He wanted himself to have the money.
well,
Oh,
I was...
Like I said, Reeve took his personality pretty well. They both just won all the
I
money.
was gonna say, my point was to kind of, get it to understand that they are the same person, essentially, at this point.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
with that done, I'll kind of summon everybody to start walking back on the path so we don't waste too much time. But as we're walking, I'll walk over to Amron and tell her, now, of course, as we are talking to Reeve's grandmother, Miss Catorsi, both Reeves, as a matter of fact, I'm going to need you to do something special for me. Are you up for it?
Stop laughing! Yes, I'm up for it. But
Really get pregnant.
Did you meet anyone else while you were there?
I didn't hear you. Sorry, Jason.
Did you meet anyone else when you came to the Catorsi residence?
There was Jeeves, the butler,
And 2 guards.
and yeah, 2 guards.
She saw servants as well, but didn't get a good look at them.
Good. While we are having our very private conversation and heartfelt feelings with Miss Catorsi, I want you, Amryn, to go along with Jeeves, and considering that you are the wife of the man signing the will who will be taking the residence and basically handling it from here on out, have him give you a tour of the place.
Right.
While he's giving you a tour, you are extremely perceptive. That's the reason you're the captain, as far as I know. I'm still trying to wonder what else, but we'll get there.
Anyone who isn't sure why she's acting, we walked into Kappa's room for our first job, and she was the first to walk in. So he said, "You're the captain."
I like your initiative. You're the captain.
So now she's just been the captain ever since.
So, Amryn, your job is to make sure that there is no funny business going on.
Alright, I can do that.
Quinn,
So just look.
Yes.
don't get too drunk.
No promises.
If you want to go,
I love it.
if you want to go along with Amryn, you're more than welcome to. I believe our
I still have
conversation. What's that?
No, I was just gonna say I still have a quarter bottle of wine on my person, so.
Well,
Still
But
got
it might be
thing of
best if you went
raw or
along
whatever.
with me.
maybe it would help then to take a leisurely walk and take a sip every once in a while, keeping your eyes open for trouble, mind you. I
I'll
see
go
that
with Amryn. She's pretty cute.
you're very strong as well. You could be the person to save her if trouble came along, and I'll kind of give him a wink.
Reeve also kind of nudges over and goes, "Whoa, be careful, she has my kid."
That's
Yes.
awesome news. She can't have my kid.
Wait, that's not how it works.
Oh god. Well, the plan.
Guys, if you're a virgin, you can't get pregnant. That's what I heard.
Exactly. Can't happen twice.
If it's in a jacuzzi,
I love that.
Before
that
kills it
rationale.
all, and
Yeah. Okay. All right. What are we talking about? What are we?
The plan. The plan's
Um,
not good.
I'll just as a closer, I'll just tell Quinn that as far as probably Jeeves the butler knows, is that even his real name? Probably not.
I
it's
forgot to give him a name, so
similar-
I just called him Jeeves.
Okay.
too similar to Reeve, so I'm suspicious.
As far as Jeeves knows, Amryn is in fact the wife. So you will need to put on a bit of a mask and play this part.
Fucking cockblock.
This is only for this instance. She's actually quite free.
No.
Oh my God. All right.
Damn it, bud. What?
And then
I'd be happy to accompany Amryn.
All right.
we'll go there.
Okay, cool. Do you guys approach the vineyard
Sure.
now? Okay, cool. All right, so you approach the vineyard. Jeeves greets you at the door. Roxy, or Vaughn, I'm assuming you're in your normal form.
Yes, I've not shape changed at all.
Okay. Jeeves answers the door. Oh, it's you, Reeve, he says very suspiciously. And I suppose you're ready to sign the will?
Sure am. Let's get going.
Actually,
and tell
Reeve, I believe you wanted to have one more heartfelt discussion with your mother before doing so?
Oh, I thought that went without saying.
the signing will also be done in her presence, of course.
I will walk up to Jeeves and extend my hand and say, greetings, my name is Vaughn. I'm a friend of Reeve.
I see. And who is this other fellow with you?
This is a new companion to our traveling group.
I pull Quinn over, and I'm like, this man saved my life once.
He serves as a bodyguard to us, as you probably have on the grounds here.
I see. Diplomacy check. Bod.
Can I assist with that?
Yes, because you also participated.
I did not.
That'd be great. Great. Quinn's just like, I love older women. You MILF? Like, please, leave immediately.
I mean, for the record, Amaranthine's like 1,000 years old or something. So
No,
Yeah.
I'm like in my 50s. Older 50s.
only 50s.
All right. So, Jeeves seems to be like, oh well. You seem to speak my language more than the so-called heir to Catorce Vineyard. So yes, please, all of you come in. Shall we just get right down to it? Reeve, have your conversation with your mother.
I will glance over at Amryn and kind of give her a knowing look.
So Amron's going to grab, just like buddies do, grab Quinn's arm and go over to Jeeves. Jeeves, I would love to get a tour of the mansion. Would you be able to help me out?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Is there a way I could assist her on that?
Or myself.
No.
Okay.
No.
Thing I have
Unless
to go
you've
on
said
this.
anything.
If it's important, it will go wrong. It always does. Oh my god, it was great. Okay, good.
Oh, I'd be like, yes, I suppose I could, but as you notice, it's a very special day, so I'm afraid it will have to be an expedited tour.
Just make sure she sees the nursery. It's important.
I'll show you Reeves' old room, which will serve as the nursery.
Oh, do you have my old trophies?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, Reeve.
Reeve,
Wow,
don't you remember you took those with you?
Well, I took some of them, but did she throw the others away before she hired you?
Bluff.
Oh my god.
Oh!
No!
Action point.
I could. Maybe. I'll do an action point. That's a good footnote for it, I guess. It's gonna be 2. That's a bit better, I guess.
I'm afraid I don't know of any trophies, I'm sorry to say. Listen, I will have several of the guards, and you actually notice that there are many more guards in the foyer than there were before. Clearly this is a very important day. I will have the guards see you up to your mother.
Do they look like private guards, or are they like the?
No, they're not the policemen. They're like dressed in like black armor instead of red armor, which
Do
is
they look powerful?
streetwise.
I'll do that.
I'll do that as well, just since there's a shitload of them around.
And I think it's.
They're a bunch of lions, Vaughn.
30 for mine, though.
Reeve, so clearly these are the same faction as the guards you've seen around, although these are clearly like the veterans. They're like the best of the best. You could probably take a couple on, no problem, but there's like 10 in the foyer alone. So clearly
I could take them all. Got it.
yeah. So basically you can infer that since there is a large amount of money potentially changing hands today, the privatized security has stepped up their game and offered only the finest guards for this event.
I get it changing hands, and we're trying to heal my arm.
Okay, all right. Very nice. Okay, so Reeve, you are escorted up the stairs. Actually, Vaughn, are you going with him?
Yes.
Okay, Vaughn, you go with him. Quinn, excuse me, and Amryn, Jeeves goes, right this way, and begins a tour of the vineyard. Reeve and Rod.
It's been Rod kind of before. I mean, run the gamut.
Someone's got the rod.
As don't make me give you the goofballs. As you climb the red carpeted staircase, you notice that all of the eyes of the guards are on both of you. You reach your mother's bed, or your mother quotation marks. You reach her bed chambers. Yeah. And the doors swing open. She is on her deathbed, of course. There is a fancy little desk sitting in front of her, with what appears to be a quill in a small inkwell, and a rolled up piece of parchment. Would either of you like to make any checks?
Does she seem to really notice this as we walk into the room and are taking a look around?
She says, "Oh, Jeeves, is that you? Has Reeve arrived yet?"
No, ma'am. My name is Vaughn. I'm an old friend of Reeves. It's very nice to meet you, Miss Catorsi.
Oh, well, any friend of Reeves is a friend of mine and the friend of Catorsi Vineyards.
I will lead Reeve over to the bed. So
Okay.
And
somewhat,
I'll walk over and
somewhat close to Miss Catorsi, but not extremely close.
Okay.
I'll come up next to her and just Reeve will be. Oh, I'm so glad you're still okay. This is so hard on all of us, isn't it?
Oh, very, very. Yes. But listen, once Jeeves gets here, he can commence the boring business end of things.
Is that the will right there, or is he goading it now?
Well, I can't see it with my own eyes, but I assume that's the will there.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up and look at it.
All right. It feels superficially weighted to the table. It's then that you suddenly remember, hey, Jeeves said he was picking this up from Magic Merle.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Vaude will watch him as he does this.
I want to kind of like lean over at Vaude and make like magic hand gestures and point at it, like to see if he can decipher
Magic
it.
hand gestures.
Yeah.
Do I need to make a check to understand what the fuck he's talking about?
Reeve does not understand magic, so he is just making like.
Reeve makes jazz hands at you. You can do a streetwise,
I'm
or
gonna do streetwise to like try to check to see if it's either forged or.
no. I mean.
You mean me do a streetwise?
Yeah, you could do a streetwise or a base intelligence check to see what the fuck he's doing.
I'll do a streetwise. 26.
Reeve is clearly saying that the supposed will is magically enchanted, and maybe figure out what the fuck's going on here.
I will look at him and then look at the parchment and kind of come over and take a look. Maybe not put my hands on it, but let me make an Arcana check on it.
Okay.
Although I suck at this. Looks like a perfectly fine will to me.
It's definitely enchanted, and you can sense that there are multiple magical sources feeding into this will, but you are unable to discern what any of them do.
Can I do streetwise to see if this is any kind of con that I'm used to seeing on the street at all?
Yeah, sure. No, this doesn't seem like a con, and you don't get that impression from Jeeves. However, as paranoid as he is and has become, he's probably taken extra precautions to make sure that the fortune is not swindled from Miss Catorsi.
You hear a thought in your head, Reeve,
Oh.
asking if you can discern anything from it.
I'll immediately start making hand gestures back at you. Not sure that I can talk back with you.
It looks like a wonderful will, doesn't it, Reeve?
I'm gonna go ahead and give him a thumbs down.
I'm sure all the wording in there would make sure that a rightful heir would be able to take the fortune, just as you, right?
I just point to myself like, yeah.
Alright. I'm going to give him sort of just a glance of, here we go. And put it back on the table. Let me try and think and see if I actually want to do this or not.
All right. While you're thinking about that, meanwhile, Quinn and Amarin are being led around the estate at a very quick pace. Like, Jeeves is basically, here's the dining room. It's very nice, solid oak tables. Here's the reading room. There's paintings and books. Let's continue. Yes.
Everyone wants to kind of like try to stall a little bit and like touch things. I'm like, oh, this is so
give me some kind of check for that, just to see how successful you are.
Okay.
Is there any sort of liquor chest in the library or whatever it is?
No, there's not. There's not.
Damn.
I guess it would be would it be bluff or
Yeah, you can do bluff.
like I really don't want to do bluff. Can I do something else?
Yeah, you were the one that suggested bluff.
I know, but I don't know what else I would do in this situation. Diplomacy? Can I do diplomacy?
Yeah.
You're the one who's going to gain this entire estate.
He's like, now quickly, if you'll swiftly move along, Miss Amarin.
Okay.
Can I just want to intimidate and be like, I think Lady Amarin really wants to give this room an extra look around.
Oh my god.
That might be passed
Fine.
as a diplomacy.
B.
No,
Wait.
intimidate.
Yeah, intimidate. Yeah, that's intimidate. That's intimidate.
Why
Shit.
is it not willing?
Intimidate doesn't necessarily mean they automatically become hostile to you.
Oh, there we go.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I don't like a rat.
No, if he was like, I'm gonna punch the shit out of you if you don't stop, then that's a different story.
And see, the reason we're confused about this is that's how Reeve has always used intimidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, so he grants you some extra time to look around the reading room, but seems to be extremely impatient. So, Amryn, you have bought some extra time.
Yay. Okay.
And just very briefly, we're gonna go back to the nature trail.
Oh, good.
Aw, yeah.
Oh, yeah.